Alright, everybody, we'll get started in just a few minutes here. Downloaded some new wrestlers from the workshop, so I just gotta do a little bit of housekeeping here. Alright. Let's get things started off while we try and let some people catch up and join the stream, as we always do, with a squash match. So who are we going to have squashing whom today? Oh man, this menu is laggy. Jesus. There we go. Heath Slater will be our victim. He's got kids. And who do we want to have Heath Slater go against? I got him. We'll have interpromotional squash match. Heath Slater versus the monster Matanza Cueto. Make sure the settings are good. Okay. And here we go. A match for the ages. The one-man band, Heath Slater, taking on the monster from Boyle Heights, Matanza Cueto. Heath Slater trying to start off with a snapmare. Matanza answers back with a judo throw. And a body slam of his own. Heath Slater's got to do everything he can to try to survive. Standing shooting star press by Matanza Cueto. Heath Slater tries their small package, can't even get a count of one. Rick Knox can't even get there in time. These two lock up. Heath Slater trying to use some clubbing offense, getting the better of Matanza Cueto in a test of strength. Oh, this is set for 2 out of 3 falls. We'll fix that. Maybe we'll do 2 out of 3 falls for this. I don't know. Heath Slater counters whatever Matanza Cueto had planned. Straight jacket hold. Beautiful Northern Lights suplex variation escape there by Heath Slater. Matanza Cueto whipping Slater into the turnbuckle. Matanza going behind. Regal stretch by Matanza Cueto, trying to utilize some submission holds unexpectedly. When you think he would just try and out-muscle Heath Slater, but like a tequila sunrise there by Matanza Cueto. Heath Slater with the roll-up. Again, can't even get a count of one. Deadlift German suplex by Matanza Cueto on Heath Slater. Locking him in the tequila sunrise once again, trying to rip off the legs of the one-man band. Double axe handle by Slater, follows it up with a quick elbow drop. Heath Slater with a reverse choke slam on Matanza Cueto. I don't know why he has that move. Heath Slater starting to get a little bit of an advantage now. Goes up to the top rope, diving elbow drop onto Matanza Cueto. Matanza's right back on his feet. Spinning Dr. Bomb by Matanza Cueto. Heath Slater tangled up in the ropes. Swinging neckbreaker by Slater as he goes up to the top. Matanza on his feet. Backs away. Heath Slater staying on Matanza Cueto, though. Matanza go behind waistlock here. Back suplex by Matanza Cueto. Heath Slater right back on his feet, though, showing lots of heart, lots of fire, as the one-man band often does. Reverse waistlock by Heath Slater. Back suplex on the Matanza Cueto by Heath Slater. Matanza Cueto using a judo throw and a running basement drop kick. Fireman's carry takeover by the Monster. Another standing shooting star press. Rick knocks down 1, 2. Heath Slater kicking out at 2. Sidewalk slam on Matanza Cueto by Heath Slater. Heath Slater putting the boots to Matanza. Carolyn lift. Gut wrench suplex by Matanza Cueto, showing off that impressive strength. Pin attempt here by Matanza. 1, 2. Heath Slater kicks out at 2 again. Famouser by Heath Slater. Now the veteran showing that he is not one to be underestimated here. In what we thought would be an easy night for Matanza. Another Dr. Bomb. 1, 2. Slater again out at 2. Slater whipping Matanza into the ropes. He comes out. Sidewalk slam. Go behind waistlock. Double axe handle to the back of Matanza Cueto's head. Matanza gets up. Heath Slater presses the advantage still. Goes up to the top rope. Another diving elbow drop right to the middle. Right to the center of Matanza Cueto's back. But Matanza Cueto just chucks Heath Slater across the ring. And then a deadlift German suplex to follow it up. And another gut-wrench Dr. Bomb by Matanza Cueto. 1, 2. No, Heath Slater out at 2 again. Heath Slater will not die here. In this, our opening match of the day. Gut-wrench, deadlift, suplex by Matanza Cueto. Matanza getting a lot of offense in here. But Heath Slater not going away. Heath Slater up to the top rope. 10 minutes gone by in this match. Heath Slater going back up to top rope, trying to hit that elbow drop again. Nails it. Matanza Cueto right back to his feet, though. Neck breaker by Heath Slater. He could be going for another one of those elbow drops, just throwing his body, putting as much damage on Matanza as he possibly can. But Matanza just continues to throw around Heath Slater. Carolyn lift. Just pairs of gut-wrench suplexes. Now a deadlift German suplex. And Heath Slater's getting tossed around like a ragdoll. Hurricane Rana here. 1, 2. Matanza Cueto kicks out at 2. I thought he might have been able to get the surprise pin there. Heath Slater escaping the reverse waistlock. Spinning heel kick. Goes up to the top rope. Matanza tries for a discus lariat. Heath Slater catches him with a roll-up. Swinging neck breaker by the one-man band. Matanza throwing him to the outside. Referee Rick Knox starting the count. Heath Slater taking a moment to catch his breath, then rolls back into the ring. Clubbing forearm to the chest of Heath Slater. Another Carolyn lift, gut-wrench suplex by Matanza Cueto. Irish whip into the ropes. Hooking clothesline by Matanza. Up to the top rope. Heath Slater down. Backing away before Matanza can launch off the top turnbuckle. Irish whip by Slater. Clothesline of his own. Heath Slater dancing. Showing that Matanza cannot break his spirit. But he might be able to break his body. Oh! Pump handle Uranagi suplex by the monster Matanza Cueto as he goes behind again. Rotation back suplex by Matanza into the ropes. Big time spine buster by Matanza Cueto. Heath Slater firing back though. Sidewalk suplex. Goes up for the Hurricane Rana, rolls underneath. 1, 2. Oh my God, Matanza Cueto just barely kicking out. Big time pump handle Uranagi suplex number 2. And Matanza Cueto has to be wondering what it takes to put away someone he no doubt wrote off early on in this match. Reverse Bulldog by Heath Slater. Matanza Cueto bringing Slater into the center of the ring. Picks him up. Whips him into the ropes. Devastating spine buster by Matanza Cueto, but Heath Slater right back on his feet, showing that fighting spirit. Stiff clothesline by Heath Slater. Swinging neck breaker by Slater. Matanza down. Elbow drop by Slater. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, just Matanza Cueto just barely kicking out again. Heath Slater almost putting the big man away. Deadlift German suplex by Matanza. He needs to think about a pinfall here and try and put Slater away because Slater's almost beaten him twice now. Throws him out of the ring with that German suplex. Absolutely devastating. 17 minutes past now here in this match. Reverse Bulldog by Heath Slater. 1, 2. Matanza Cueto again just barely escaping defeat. Heath Slater standing dropkick to the back of Matanza Cueto. Goes for the cover again. 1, 2. Matanza Cueto out at 2 that time. Monster might be gaining some strength here as he continues to absorb the punishment, but Heath Slater has just been rolling right along, jumping, diving elbow drop into the ropes. Referee breaks up the count. Matanza Cueto, gut wrench suplex, drops Slater, lifts him up, drops him down again. A third time! Matanza Cueto just tossing around Slater like a ragdoll, but Slater will not stop. 1, 2. Matanza Cueto again, just barely. What a match we've had here. I don't think anyone expected this to be a classic, but this is what it's shaping up to be. Heath Slater escaping that reverse waist lock with a Russian leg sweep. Matanza Cueto, another big pump handle Uranagi suplex. He's got to think about a pinfall here. Matanza Cueto so focused on inflicting damage, he's not going for the pin. He's just trying to end his opponent's career, but Heath Slater, beautiful overhead T-bone suplex there by... Oh! Heath Slater down for roll-up now. 1, 2... No! Matanza kicking out at 2, and we have crossed the 20-minute mark in what was supposed to be this warm-up match. Wrath of the Gods there by Matanza Cueto. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Heath Slater finally put away by the monster Matanza Cueto. But what a performance by the one-man band. I swear, every time I pick a guy for these, what I think is going to be an easy squash match, they just give it their all. I'm not sure if these guys are just overrated by the creators or what, but Heath Slater came within a breath of beating Matanza Cueto on 3 separate occasions and almost came away with the upset of the century. But alas, it was not to be. Matanza Cueto comes away with the win. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move on to another match here momentarily. If anybody has any recommendations... Oh, this is the 2 out of 3 falls thing. Nope. Gotta change that setting. If anybody has any requests for a match they would like to see, we've had some great ones in the past couple days that I've put up on my YouTube channel as well. We had Nick Jackson versus Matt Jackson. We had Kenny Omega and Adam Cole We had Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada in a great 2 out of 3 falls match. So anybody wants to see any matches in particular, if anybody has any requests, feel free to put them in the chat, or if you just want to say hello. Hope you're enjoying the show here. So I take a sip of water, and we'll get ready for our next match. I think we want to see some. I want to see some junior heavyweight action here. We're gonna go. Hiromi Takahashi still reeling from the devastating loss of his friend and confidant Daryl. Actually, that's what we're gonna do. Hiromi Takahashi gonna get vengeance for his fallen pet Daryl, and he's gonna take on Bad Luck Fale. And because this grudge is so personal, we're going to make this a no disqualification match. DQ count off. No DQ. We're going to make this no countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes. No rope breaks. Everything legal in this grudge match between Hiromu Takahashi and Bad Luck Fale. After the absolutely monstrous actions of Fale at the G1 Climax yesterday, Hiromu Takahashi gonna look for vengeance against the big man. Let's see if he can get it. Fale, obviously, a huge size advantage, but Takahashi, so strong, so unpredictable. Big powerbomb reversal there by Bad Luck Fale. And Bad Luck Fale right now starting to really beat up on Takahashi. But we'll see if Takahashi can wear the big man down. Trying for a soup, that's probably a bad idea, yeah. Probably don't want to do a vertical suplex. These men going on the outside. Takahashi rolling right back in. Tries to go for that Hurricane Rana again, and Bad Luck Fale just spikes him right through the canvas. Does it again. Takahashi needs to stop trying for those Hurricane Ranas, man. Thrust kick by Takahashi. He picks him up. Did he just hit him with the time bomb? Already? Early on in this match, I don't know how that's going to affect. Oh, God! Oh, no! Oh, God! Oh, no! The horror! Bad Luck Fale just standing right up from the time bomb. And much like Bad Luck Fale tore poor Daryl to shreds, Hiromu Takahashi meets a similar fate. Knocked out from a gigantic powerbomb from Bad Luck Fale. Oh, Takahashi unable to avenge poor Daryl. Oh, that was tragic. Oh no. Okay, well that didn't go so well. Just a one-sided destruction. So let's do something else. Oh God, that match is brutal. Poor Takahashi. Been a rough couple days for him at the hands of Bad Luck Fale. All right, I guess we'll move to tag team action here. We're gonna do Dash Wilder. We're gonna do Scott Dawson. We're gonna do the Revival versus the Young Bucks. See how that looks. Matt Jackson. Nick Jackson. And we're going to have Cody Rhodes at ringside. We do this at an NXT takeover because I wanna. Let's get this show on the road. Hopefully it isn't set up for like tornado rules or anything like that. Although it might still be no DQ and no count out. And no rope break. Actually, I'm gonna reset that. Because the rope break thing is important. One thing I do like about Fire Pro is how quickly you can get in and out of matches. Cut play, DQ count, outside on. Okay, I think now we're good to go. Here we go. Battle between arguably two of the very best tag teams in the world today. The Young Bucks versus the Revival. Dash Wilder in there against Matt Jackson, and Matt Jackson just punching the balls of Dash Wilder. Very, very ball punching based offense so far. Dash Wilder, though, balls of steel, just fights through the pain, makes his way back to his feet. Matt Jackson trying for a powerbomb there. Dash Wilder reversal, just starts headbutting Matt Jackson right in the face. As Dash Wilder starts to work the limbs, try to take away that super kick based offense. Matt Jackson, tombstone pile driver. Less than 2 minutes into the match. Jackknife cover. Dash Wilder tagging in Scott Dawson. As he comes in now. Looks like Matt tagging in Nick Jackson as well and fucking low blowing Scott Dawson for good measure. Super kick by Nick Jackson and another low blow. Why do they just have ball shots and super kicks? I guess the greatest tag team in the world resorting to some dirty tricks here. Nick Jackson getting the better of the test of strength exchange. Nick Jackson go for the pin. Count of 1. Otani style kicks right to the face by Nick Jackson. Revival having a tough time getting going here against the Young Bucks. And Cody Rhodes out there ringside to rub it in. Returning to his former employers for this match. Nick Jackson controlling Dawson, bringing him over towards his corner. Scott Dawson answering back with a low blow of his own. Bionic elbow to the top of Nick Jackson's head. Maybe throwing a little shade Cody Rhodes' way. Locking him up in that knee bar. Nick Jackson managing to break free. Scott Dawson sidestepping a standing drop kick there. And he starts answering back with some low blows of his own. Super kick by Nick Jackson. Standing moonsault referee calls for the break. Scott Dawson tags in his partner Dash. Providing in a little bit of assistance on the way out. Dash Wilder. Beautiful clothesline. Picking Nick Jackson up. Nick Jackson escaping. Definitely the faster of the two. Makes his way to tag in his brother Matt. And these two brawling back and forth now. Trying to exchange punches wildly. Dash Wilder sidewalk slam on Matt Jackson. Eye rake by Matt Jackson. And Dash Wilder just throwing a vicious left hand. Matt Jackson collapses. And Dash Wilder starting to use that size and that roughneck style to really get the advantage here. Just mounting Matt Jackson and punching him in the face. More strikes by Dash Wilder. And Nick Jackson goes down. Dash going up to the top rope. Catches him with a diving codebreaker. Holy cow. Matt Jackson right back on his feet in a Gotch-style pile driver. Dear Lord. Snap suplex by Dash Wilder. Locks him up for a knee bar. Nick Jackson makes a save. Hits the ropes. Then makes his exit. Matt Jackson tags in Nick. Double team attempt here. Jumping double enziguri by the Young Bucks. Somersault senton by Matt Jackson. Dash Wilder answering back with a sidewalk slam and a low blow by Dash Wilder. Stiff clothesline and another low blow by Dash Wilder. I think we have had more low blows than super kicks so far in this match. Standing drop kick by Nick Jackson. 10 minutes gone past in this match. Nick Jackson jumps up to the top rope, showing off great athleticism. Dash Wilder getting out of the way, though. These two start to exchange strikes. Irish whip into the ropes. Gorgeous spine buster by Dash Wilder. Shades of the great Arn Anderson. Dash Wilder whipped into the corner of the Young Bucks. Breaks free and throws another low blow on to Nick Jackson. Code breaker number 2 by Dash Wilder. But Nick Jackson gets right back up. Counters with a standing moonsault. And Dash Wilder kicks out at a count of 2. Super kick by Nick Jackson. Jackknife pin. Referee calls for the break. Code breaker. Oh, God. Matt Jackson has been knocked unconscious. And Nick Jackson is in there all alone. Matt Jackson is dead. What a violent day we've had here. And now Nick Jackson is by himself. Matt Jackson is just laid out completely. And Nick Jackson crumples in a heap. Clearly worn down by all the punishment he's been taking and will continue to take. Code breaker onto Nick Jackson by Dash Wilder. I'm sorry, by Scott Dawson. Oh, I can't stop looking at Matt. Oh, God, Cody, do something. Dash Wilder! I'm sorry, Scott Dawson has the fork now. This match is getting very violent. Nick Jackson with a swinging neck breaker and a low blow. Doing all he can here to try and survive. Resorting to every dirty trick in the book. Not like they weren't doing that before. Sidewalk slam by Dash Wilder. Why do I keep calling him Dash Wilder? By Scott Dawson. I love how Dash was going to make sure Matt doesn't interfere. Super kick by Nick Jackson. Diving Hurricane Rana. Scott Dawson gets to the ropes. Super kick by Nick Jackson. Goes up to the top rope. Taunts Dash Wilder. Hits with a diving crossbody, but Scott's partner there to break it up right away. Locks in that knee bar once again. And man, Matt is still out. Scott Dawson breaking out the fork again. This is just Dash just checking, make sure Matt doesn't interfere. Nick Jackson busted open now. Tombstone pile driver by Nick Jackson. Throws up the Turkish Wolf and slaps Scott Dawson right in the face. Goes up to the top rope. Scott Dawson backs away. Another code breaker. Another knee bar. Nick tries to break free, but he's had too much. And the ref calls for the bell. And that's the end of the match. The Revival proving definitively, finally, that they are the greatest tag team in the world by beating the Young Bucks. Critical KOing Matt Jackson, knocking him out. And then Nick was all by himself, had no one to turn to, and could not fight off both men by himself. Ankle breaker finish. And that's the end of the match. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying. Feel free to hop into the chat, say hello, request a match that you would like to see. We have had some interesting matches so far today. And some very violent matches here today. Already early on. Criticals are at normal. Just wanted to point that out. They are not at high. But we have had 2 in the last 2 matches. So what should we do next? I'm going to take a short break so I can catch some more water. If there's any match you would like to see next, feel free to enter it into the chat now. And we will do that next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are going to move right along here. And I think we're going to get some women's wrestling action. Let me just clear this out. Wish there was a button to just kind of reset all the settings back to default. And we're going to have a replay of a classic match from NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Bayley versus Sasha Banks. One of the all-time great American women's matches. One of the matches of 2015. And these two are going to see if they can recreate that magic. Sasha Banks starting off with a body slam, drop toe hold, using that speed to get the advantage over Bayley. in the early goings on. Bionic elbow by Bayley. These two lock up. Sasha Banks getting the better of the test of strength. Drop toe hold once again. Bayley goes up for a Hurricane Rana. Gets it. Sasha Banks kicking out before the ref can even get down for the count, though. Sasha picking up Bayley. High angle body slam there. Drop kick right to the back of Bayley's head. Bayley throwing an elbow right to the back of Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks wrenching on Bayley with that straight jacket hold. Irish whip into the corner. Back elbow by Sasha Banks. Double axe handle answered back by Bayley. Bayley goes down for a cover. Drake Wirtz calls for the break. Irish rip into the ropes. Bayley just running over Sasha Banks on the rebound, hitting her with an elbow drop to the leg, and then holding on for a submission. Bayley up, vertical suplex onto Sasha Banks. Again, going to work on that leg. Sasha Banks sending Bayley out of the ring. Bayley right back in. Sasha with a beautiful twisting Hurricane Rana. Only able to get a one, and these two start exchanging blows. Who is going to come out on top? Bayley getting the better of that striking exchange with Sasha Banks. And she goes right back to work on that leg. Snap bear by Sasha Banks. The boss with a straight jacket hold on Bayley. Just laying into the chest of Bayley with a series of rapid chops. And this match has been very back and forth thus far. Sasha Banks again. Hard strike to Bayley. Knee right to the solar plexus. Quick drop kick off the ropes, and Sasha Banks is really starting to roll along here. Catches Bayley with a chop off the ropes and another quick drop kick. And the boss is on fire here. Bayley needs to try and regroup. But Sasha Banks is just running away with this bionic elbow finally. Giving Bayley some offense here. She gets on top and just starts pounding away at Sasha Banks. Maybe some frustration coming through. Sidewalk slam by Bayley onto the boss. Hits the ropes. Running elbow drop by Bayley. Sasha Banks trying for a kitchen sink type maneuver there. Bayley just running her over. Drop toe hold by Sasha Banks. Goes for a high angle Boston Crab. Almost a Walls of Jericho. Bayley managing to fight her way free though. Irish whip both into the ropes. Irish whip again. Knee to the gut of Bayley. Sasha Banks goes up to the top. Diving splash right across the back of Bayley, trying to warm her up for that Banks statement. But Bayley goes for a cover here. Sasha gets her foot on the ropes. Exploder suplex by Bayley. Big time maneuver there. And Sasha Banks just starts to wail away on Bayley and locks in a camel clutch. Bayley out of breath here. Sasha Banks using those chops to just sap the wind, to just empty the lungs of Bayley. Another diving splash by the boss. Bayley back to her feet. Answers back with a vertical suplex. Go behind waistlock. Nice reversal there. Snapmare by Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks hits the ropes. Running clothesline on Bayley by Sasha Banks. Standing clothesline by Sasha Banks. Now Sasha Banks starting to jaw it up with a fan in the crowd. Maybe Izzy's there, I don't know. But she is absolutely dismantling Bayley so far. Just cranking on the neck. Almost a modified version of that Banks statement right there. Bayley will not quit though. Bayley trying to get something together. Another exploder suplex on Sasha Banks by Bayley. Running Bulldog. Perfectly done by Bayley as Sasha Banks starts to work on that bank statement once again. And this could be it. No, Bayley again fighting her way free. But Sasha Banks is really starting to work on that neck. Bayley can't take too many more of those. Reverse waist lock. Back suplex by Bayley onto the boss. Working those bulldogs now. Trying to do some damage to the neck of Sasha Banks herself. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Bayley gets the win. A surprise victory there by Bayley. Off of that bulldog. May have just injured the neck of Sasha Banks too much there. She may have had some sort of injury throughout the course of the match, but that is surprising because that match was all Sasha Banks for a very good portion of it. But Bayley just seizing the opportunity, taking it, and getting the quick pinfall. Very surprising outcome there in that match. Dare I say, maybe a little bit disappointing. But not every match is going to be a 5-star classic, as it was. Still a good match between these two career-long rivals. All right. Anyone has any requests for the next match that they would like to see? Feel free to put them into the chat. Otherwise, we'll keep rolling right along. I think we're going to do a... Haven't done too many old school WCW matches yet. So I think I'm going to do one of those next. World Championship Wrestling. I want to see Vader. I want to see Vader wrestle. Here we go. We're going to do Vader against Sasha Banks. No, that won't go well. What are we going to do? Let's see, Vader and Flair, maybe. Vader and Hogan. Vader and Sting. Maybe Vader and Sting. They don't have like an old Sting here. They should have done that. No. Vader versus Scott Steiner. Vader versus Goldberg. We'll do Vader and Flair. The ultimate battle of power versus technical ability. This one's taking place in Japan. Tiger Hattori. It's going to be calling it. Let's see it. The big man. The man they call Vader. Against the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Ric Flair going for a modified abdominal stretch early on. Vader just throwing some big ham bone-like fists right into the face of Ric Flair. Ric Flair getting the better of the test of strength, surprisingly. Throws a clubbing shot right to the back of Vader. Vader too big to be moved by Flair there. Body slam by Vader. And these two go for a test of strength again. Now Vader exerting his will. Forearm right to the side of Flair's face. Irish whip into the ropes. Vader reverses the Irish whip that time. Vader just throwing Flair around the ring. Giant clubbing forearm right to the back of Flair. That surgically repaired back. Flair trying to get Vader for a vertical suplex. A brainbuster just drops him down. Big time move by Flair there. Playing a little dirty, raking the eyes of Vader. Going for the low blow. Vader kicking out before the referee can even get there for a count. Flair trying to work those knife edge chops. Vader shuts him down. Elbow drop right to the back of Flair's head. Irish whip into the ropes. Vader tries for a clothesline, but Flair just shoulder tackles him beforehand. Short arm clothesline by Vader. Picks up Flair. Shoulder block by the man they call Vader. Territory down 1. Flair kicking out at 1. And these two striking exchange now. Knife edge chops by Flair. Punches by Vader. Who's going to get the better of it? Vader is, but it took its toll on the big man as well. Another rake to the eyes by Ric Flair. Vader picking Flair up. Rake to the eyes. Again. Vader punching. Flair raking. Flair's just trying to pull out the eyeball of Vader, like Stan Hansen did so many years ago. Flair locking in that abdominal stretch dragon sleeper combination. Flair continuing with the knife edge chops. Tries for a roll up there. Doesn't get it. And Vader going back to work on the neck of Vader. Vader clubbing away at Flair. Vader going up to the top. Flair backing away. Vader getting him down. Might set up for a powerbomb here. No, Flair reversing it. Tries for a pinfall, but Vader breaks free. Fireman's carry by Flair. Gutbuster right over the knee. Flair offers a handshake and then pulls it into a flying armbar. Don't know what Vader was thinking there. As Flair continues to work some great technical wizardry on the big man here. Just wearing Vader down. Power slam. Devastating by Vader. Flair hits the ropes off the Irish whip. Vader ducks. Flair going back to the eyes of Vader. Vader pick up Flair. Oh my God! The velocity on that powerbomb. And then Vader just clubbing away at Flair. Flair with a low blow. Trying to recover from that devastating flurry of offense that Vader just did. Flair lifting Vader up. Gutbuster right over the knee again. Flair hits the ropes. Vader shakes it off in time. Flair backs off. Jawbreaker by Ric Flair. Jumping knee drop by the Nature Boy. Irish whip into the ropes. Flair running over Vader. Vader countering that reverse waistlock with 2 quick back elbows and a splash off the ropes. 450 pounds coming down across the back of the Nature Boy. They both go into the ropes. Vader with a vicious clothesline. Back elbow by Flair, escaping that reverse waistlock. Both men into the ropes. Shoulder block by Vader. Flair chopping away Vader now, biting at the face of Vader. The Nature Boy just resorting to the dirtiest tactics he can think of to survive this match. You can tell Vader starting to get worn down as Flair continues to whip him all across the ring. Flair now working on the midsection of the big man. Knife edge chop. Vader breathing heavily. Flair into the ropes. Vader ducks the clothesline attempt. Vader is completely out of breath, but still able to catch Flair with that power slam. 1, 2. Oh, Flair just barely kicking out at the last possible moment. Dropkick by the Nature Boy. Flair bringing Vader to his feet. Vader just completely winded, but he's still able to land a devastating powerbomb. And now Vader just trying to catch his breath. DDT by Ric Flair. Vader falling forward with that huge power slam, all the weight crashing down onto Ric Flair. Irish whip into the ropes. Body attack by Vader. Flair throwing a quick punch to try and escape. Dragon screw leg whip by Ric Flair. Pulls Vader to his feet. Vader with a back elbow to escape. Short arm clothesline by the big man. Vader tries for a clubbing punch. Flair evades, but Vader still puts him down. Vader whips Flair in the ropes. Power slam off the ropes. 1, 2, this could be it. No, Flair kicks out at 2. And the fans showing their appreciation for his show of heart. Flair bringing Vader right to the center of the ring. Still has not yet gone for that figure 4. Might try to be going for it now. No. Flair picking up Vader. Reverse waistlock. Vader escapes. Nails him with a clothesline. Brings Flair to his feet. Vertical suplex. Brain buster by Flair. Vader getting right back up. Vader might be signaling for the end here. Just clubbing away at Flair. Headbutt by Vader onto Flair. And Flair's in a lot of trouble right now. Choke slam by Vader onto Flair, spiking him into the canvas. Flair is dazed badly. And Vader just exerting his will as we cross the 15-minute mark. Vader could be going for another power bomb. Oh man, that's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. The Beast Vader, showing why he is one of the most dangerous men in professional wrestling, and gets the win over the Nature Boy. Hard fought battle between both men, but Vader, size and strength, getting the better of the Nature Boy. Hello to the people who just joined. If you'd like to see any particular matches, feel free to put requests into the chat. Otherwise, we're going to keep things moving right along here. Take a sip of water. Alright. Let's keep things moving right along. What are we going to have next? Let's see. We haven't done any old school ECW guys here, so let's do Masato Tanaka. Actually, well, let's see. Do I have Mike Awesome over here? I'm pretty sure I do. I must. Yep, Mike Awesome. Actually, we're going to do this as a landmine death match. Throwback to the FMW days for both of these men. Masato Tanaka. Dan Gan. The Bullet. Taking on the Gladiator, Mike Awesome. There we go. Even got the face paint. Bill Alfonso going to be refereeing this one. Little ECW, FMW crossover, landmine death match. Got some weapons in the ring, light tubes in the corners. And we're ready for some violence, baby. Let's do it. These two men have a storied rivalry throughout the years. Mike Awesome, an incredible physical specimen. Masato Tanaka with a vertical suplex starting us off. Mike Awesome whipping Tanaka into the light tube laden table, drawing first blood quite literally less than a minute into this match. But Masato Tanaka is no stranger to the sight of his blood or anybody else's. I don't feel like this is going to faze him much at all. Masato Tanaka will not be bullied around by Mike Awesome, but Mike Awesome, so strong, so imposing. Series of elbows there by Masato Tanaka, going for a quick cover. That's not going to do it. Mike Awesome kicks out almost immediately. These two men exchanging strikes here. Mike Awesome booting away at the back of Masato Tanaka. Lifts him high up in the air. Choke lift by Mike Awesome. As these two both go into light two boards at the opposite ends of the ring. Masato Tanaka trying to bounce off the ropes, but not realizing where he was. But again, Tanaka not phased at all. Both men bleeding now. As those landmine-laden boards surround the ring. If either man gets thrown out. Backdrop by Masato Tanaka. Mike Awesome dangerously close to the ropes. Just barely escaping landing in that barbed wire. And explosive material. Tanaka down for the cover. Mike Awesome kicks out. Double underhook by the Gladiator. Suplex right onto that chair by Mike Awesome. Gonna try and throw Masato Tanaka around again. Mike Awesome gets back body dropped and into the exploding barbed wire. Mike Awesome the first to go into that hellish material. DDT by Masato Tanaka. Grabs a chair. Mike Awesome with a forearm. Tanaka answers back with a DDT. Goes down for some sort of submission hold on the chest and arm of Mike Awesome. Masato Tanaka has Awesome up and fire miscarry. Death Valley driver by Masato Tanaka. Both men bleeding heavily, but Masato Tanaka having the advantage ever since dumping Mike Awesome into those barbed wire boards. Double underhook suplex by the Gladiator. Masato Tanaka lifting up Mike Awesome. Suplex and once again into the barbed wire. The exploding boards. And Mike Awesome now twice tasting that devastating impact. Masato Tanaka and Mike Awesome brawling it out. Mike Awesome showing an incredible amount of resilience considering what he has gone through so far in this match. But Masato Tanaka senses that he has the advantage and he takes it. Rear naked choke here by Masato Tanaka, just trying to strangle the life out of Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome manages to break free. Lifts him up high, drops him down almost into a variation of that Diamond Dust finisher he likes to use. Masato Tanaka unable to utilize the ropes currently, so that's what he has to do. And Masato Tanaka once again trying to strangle Mike Awesome. I can't imagine Mike Awesome could take much more of this. He needs to answer back. Maybe get Tanaka into those boards. Do something. Do anything. Awesome whipping Tanaka into one of those light tubes boards and doing it again. Locking in a rear naked choke of his own. A sleeper hold. Trying to put away Tanaka, but Tanaka will not be contained. Pulling Mike Awesome to his feet. Short arm clothesline by the Gladiator. Jackknife pin. 1. Masato Tanaka kicks out at 1. Straight boot right to the gut by Mike Awesome. Elbow to the back of the head by Masato Tanaka. Running forearm by the Bullet. Thrust kick right to the face of Mike Awesome. Running clothesline by Tanaka, and he has all sorts of momentum at the moment. Awesome with that running clothesline. Beautiful power slam off the ropes by the Gladiator. Masato Tanaka kicks out at 2. Double underhook suplex by Mike Awesome. And he lifts him up. Might be going for an Awesome bomb here. Plants him down. Thought he was going to throw him out of the ring, but he decided to just try and put him down. Gorilla press slam by Mike Awesome. And the big man is firing back up. Power slam once again. 1, 2. Masato Tanaka just barely kicking out of the last possible moment as these two just get up and start to trade heavy blows right in the center of the ring. Masato Tanaka firing up. Roaring elbow by Masato Tanaka. Mike Awesome gets back to his feet. He is stunned. He is dazed. He lifts him up over his shoulder. Death Valley driver by Masato Tanaka. Mike Awesome tries to pick him up for a powerbomb. Back body drop by Masato Tanaka. Almost putting him into that barbed wire one more time. And Mike Awesome throws Masato Tanaka out of the ring, right into the exploding barbed wire. Masato Tanaka trying to get out of the way as quickly as he possibly can. And Mike Awesome takes advantage. Lifting with Tanaka up for another powerbomb. Elbow drop by the Gladiator. Picks up a baseball bat in the ring. Tries to swing it. Tanaka gets out of the way. Grabs him with a quick DDT. Picking up Mike Awesome. Thrust kick to the face by Masato Tanaka. Mike Awesome picks Tanaka up. TKO by Mike Awesome. As he gets for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Masato Tanaka just kicks out at the last possible moment. But Mike Awesome hits him with another TKO right onto that sledgehammer, trying to put him away for a second time. But Masato Tanaka lifts him up. Dominator by Masato Tanaka. Mike Awesome dazed, battling on his feet. Thrust kick by Masato Tanaka, and Mike Awesome is down. 15 minutes passed in this hellacious match. Power slam by Mike Awesome. 1, 2, this could be it. 3, that's it. Finally managing to put Tanaka away after absorbing an incredible amount of punishment. Masato Tanaka unable to steal victory from the big man. Mike Awesome, despite going into the barbed wire multiple times, dealing with those bombs shattering his eardrums and searing his flesh, still managed to come away with the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a short break. If you have any requests for any matches you'd like to see, please feel free to enter them into the chat now. I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I am back. Back with more incredible professional wrestling action. If anyone has any requests, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep doing what I want to do, which is fine by me. Alright, what do we have next? Let's do a Lucha Underground match. We'll do the Lucha Brothers, Rey Fénix, and Pentagon El Zero Miedo. And we'll have them take on... Oh, this is the barbed wire death. This is a landmine death match. I gotta back out here. Okay. Normal match. Pentagon Jr. Rey Fénix. Taking on the team of... We've seen the Young Bucks. We've seen the Revival. Who do we want to put the Lucha Brothers against? Do some inter-promotional match. Who do we want to see them take on? Have them take on the Briscoes. Jay Briscoe. Mark Briscoe. Dream matchup here. Mr. Judgment will have the fictional referee call this one. Let's see what the settings are. No lumberjack, no tornado. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Pentagon Jr. starting it off against Jay Briscoe. Jay Briscoe starting off strong. Pentagon Jr. Irish whip onto Jay Briscoe. Jay Briscoe just runs him right over. Jay Briscoe with the advantage early. Forearm to the face of Pentagon Jr. Pentagon kicking out. Almost immediately. Test of strength here. Jay Briscoe. Oh, Sotagiri drops down Pentagon Jr. Pentagon throwing a knee, tagging in his partner, his brother, Fénix. Double team maneuver here. Jumping double enziguri by the Lucha Brothers. Northern Light suplex by Fénix. He hits the ropes, running dropkick onto Jay Briscoe. Jay tags in his brother, Mark. Double powerbomb on the Fénix by the Briscoes. And Fénix is in a whole world of trouble. Smashing forearm by the Kung Fu Redneck. Dragon screw leg whip by Mark Briscoe. Snapmare answered back by Fénix. Fireman's carry takeover by Mark Briscoe. Stomp right to the solar plexus. Two men start to exchange chops and kicks, and Fénix gets the better of the striking exchange despite Mark Briscoe being the louder of the two. Camel clutch by Mark Briscoe onto Fénix. Fénix manages to narrowly escape. Whip into the corner by Fénix onto Mark Briscoe. These two lock up again. Knife edge shot by Phoenix. Overhand left. Phoenix picks him up for a sit-out pile driver. Briscoe tries for a punch. Phoenix evades. Mark Briscoe into the ropes. Back body drop by Mark Briscoe onto Rey Fenix. Mark Briscoe trying to utilize that redneck kung fu. And he tries to fight off both Lucha Brothers, but super kick from Pentagon Jr. Pentagon Jr. going up to the top. Diving elbow drop onto Mark Briscoe by Pentagon Jr. Briscoe dragging Pentagon towards the center of the ring. These two lock up. Pentagon Jr. trying to go behind here. Clothesline onto Mark Briscoe. Catch him square on the jaw. Mark tagging in his brother Jay. Pentagon Jr. catches him with a sidewalk slam on the way out. Goes up to the top rope. Sees Jay and thinks better of it. Jay Briscoe going for a quick pin here. Pentagon Jr. kicking out almost immediately. Whip into the corner. Double axe handle right to the back of the head by Pentagon Jr. Pentagon whips Jay Briscoe into the ropes. Back body drop. Running clothesline into a figure four by Pentagon Jr. Referee calls for the rope break. As these two make their way back to the center of the ring, Jay Briscoe puts down Pentagon Jr. near the corner. And these two start to go back and forth with strikes. Elbows by Pentagon, lefts by Jay Briscoe, and Pentagon Jr. gets the better of the striking exchange. Pentagon Jr., one of the most vicious strikers in all of Lucha Underground, showing his worth there. Pentagon keeping Jay Briscoe in his corner with his partner. Jay Briscoe trying to fight his way out. Goes for the cover. Phoenix not even concerned enough to get in to try and break it up. Pentagon Jr. going back down for the figure four leg lock. Mark Briscoe not trying to break it up there himself. Jay into the ropes. Collision. Neither man giving an inch. Jay starting to throw in some vicious chops on Pentagon Jr. as the referee goes down one. Pentagon Jr. kicks out at one. And he goes over, tags in his partner, Phoenix. Jay Briscoe throws a double arms or a double underhook suplex. Tries to continue to put some punishment on Pentagon Jr. But then switches focus to Rey Fenix. Single leg Boston Crab. As Jay tries to wear down the man of 1,000 lives. Phoenix goes for the cover. One. Jay Briscoe kicks out at one. Phoenix ducking as Jay runs at him. Jumping suplex by Jay Briscoe. Super kick by Phoenix. Catching Jay square under the jaw. Mark Briscoe coming in, breaking up the count. Phoenix could have picked a better spot to try and go for that cover. Falcon arrow by Jay Briscoe. Referee down 1, 2. Phoenix kicking out at 2, and I don't know if Pentagon Jr. would have gotten there in time. Death Valley driver onto Jay Briscoe by Phoenix. Pentagon Jr. picking him up. Jay Briscoe with a swinging neck breaker to Pentagon Jr. Tags in Mark Briscoe. And both Briscoe boys going to work on Phoenix with dual diving splashes. Jay might have hurt himself on the way down there, though. Phoenix hopping up to the top. Somersault senton bomb. As these two start to exchange strikes. Jumping enziguri by Mark Briscoe. But Phoenix gets right back up and counters with a huge super kick. And Mark starts to boot away at Phoenix in the corner. Mark Briscoe going up to the top. Diving elbow drop right to the spine of Phoenix. Phoenix sensing the need for help as he tags in his partner, Pentagon Jr. Pentagon stomps away at Mark Briscoe. Briscoe with a back elbow there. Front kick. Pentagon Jr. dumping Mark to the outside. Phoenix going at him. Jay going on the inside, trying to hit a Jay Driller here, but Pentagon backdrops him and stays safe. Mark Briscoe setting Pentagon Jr. on the top rope here. Superplex by Mark Briscoe onto Pentagon Jr. Pentagon Jr. dazed. Gets out of the way of that standing dropkick just in time, but Mark Briscoe stays on him, bringing him back into that corner. Pentagon fighting his way out. Hits the ropes, clothesline onto Mark Briscoe by Pentagon Jr. Mark bringing Pentagon Jr. to his corner, showing that veteran mindset. These two have been a tag team for most of their lives. Reverse Death Valley driver by Mark Briscoe, and that could be it. Pentagon Jr. pinned by Mark Briscoe. And that's the end of the match. The spicy drop brings an end to the Lucha Brothers and the Briscoe Boys. One of the greatest tag teams ever gets the win. I love this fake Dave Mustaine they have. Come on! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do one more match. Seems like everyone's being a little shy today. I can only scream by myself for so long. So we're going to do one final match before we call it a day. And what do we want to do? We'll do a cage match for our last match of the day. Cage death match. Who do we want to have this be? Who do we want to do in this cage match? What makes sense for this cage death match? We'll do Will Ospreay. Let's see who we want to have Will Ospreay tag with here. Maybe we'll do like a little Chaos versus some other stable here. Let's see, or maybe we'll do... No, I don't want to do English. There we go. We'll do, there we go. Will Ospreay and Toru Yano. That's a nice little odd couple pairing. Against... We'll do him against the Gorillas of Destiny. Tangaroa. And Tama Tonga. Nope, that's Lucha Underground. Oh, the lag on these menus. I can't even get there. Jesus. There we go. Chaos versus Bullet Club. Gorillas of Destiny versus the, to my knowledge, first time pairing of Will Ospreay and Toru Yano in a cage match, because why not? The long-standing rivalry of these two factions coming to a head here. Gorillas of Destiny. Tandem suplex on Toru Yano. Jumping headbutt by Tama Tonga. Tangaroa trying to go at it with Toru Yano. Toru Yano, nice reversal there. These guys locking up. And another tandem vertical suplex onto poor Toru Yano. Test of strength here. Stalemate. Will Ospreay much stronger than people give him credit for. Tama Tonga just holding a chair and just kind of surveying things. Too bad they didn't have swear words in the game. He could assign for voices. Will Ospreay so fast. Holy cow. Now Tama Tonga and Will Ospreay battling it out in a test of strength. Nice jumping Hurricane Rana by Tama Tonga. Tangaroa trying to battle it out with Will Ospreay. Double team attempt on Tama Tonga there, but he manages to break free. Tangaroa down. As these guys lock up, Will Ospreay standing shooting star press. But Tama Tonga not even giving him a 1 count. Jumping knee to the back of the head by Toru Yano. And Toru Yano and Tangaroa exchanging strikes. Toru Yano getting the better of the exchange, surprisingly. Will Ospreay and Tangaroa now battling it out. DDT by Tangaroa onto Will Ospreay. Tama Tonga going down. Ospreay out before the count of 1. Double team by the Gorillas of Destiny. Another double suplex. So far, those two working together better. Tama Tonga kendo stick onto the back of Will Ospreay. And now just going hard on the back. Jumping cutter. Dudley death drop variation by Chaos. Toru Yano going up to the top rope. Standing shooting star press by Will Ospreay. Referee calling for the rope break. Double power bomb now. Chaos starting to get things together. Jumping double stomp by Toru Yano. Referee calls for the rope break. Tangaroa with a vertical suplex onto Will Ospreay. Tama Tonga Irish whip by Toru Yano. Reverse waistlock. Will Ospreay into the corner. Jumping cutter. Gun stun assisted by the Gorillas of Destiny. And Tama Tonga and Will Ospreay trading blows. European uppercuts and elbows. As Will Ospreay tries for a cover here. But Tama Tonga breaks free. Grabs that chair. Will Ospreay whipping Tama Tonga into the corner. Tangaroa grabbing Ospreay. Ospreay out the back door. Jumping dropkick right to the back of Tangaroa's head. Diving senton somersault by Tama Tonga. Dragon screw leg whip by Will Ospreay. Referee down. Reversal by Tama Tonga. Irish whip by Toru Yano. This match is chaos, and it involves chaos. Will Ospreay. Series of beautiful moves. Onto Tama Tonga. Tongaroa breathing heavy. Vertical suplex by Tama Tonga. Tongaroa has a barbed wire bat now. Will Ospreay forcing him to drop it. Tongaroa goes for the cover. 1, 2. And Toru Yano breaks it up. Double powerbomb by Chaos on the Tongaroa. And now Toru Yano breaking up the double team attempt by the Gorillas of Destiny. Low blow by Toru Yano. Well, Ospreay fighting off both Gorillas of Destiny, climbing over his partner to get to the top rope. Tama Tonga, meanwhile, picking up that bat. Fire Thunder Driver by Tongaroa. That could be it. No, Will Ospreay breaking up the count. Frog Splash by Tama Tonga. Will Ospreay making the save once again. Gut Wrench Deadlift Suplex by Will Ospreay. Ospreay into the ropes. Devastating Spinebuster by Tongaroa. Tongaroa goes for the cover. Jumping knee by Toru Yano. Will Ospreay kicks out at 2. Does not need the help of his partner. Toru Yano swinging away with that barbed wire bat. Trying to stop. Almost costing his partner the match there, as he did not break it up. Future Shock Dirty Deed style DDT by Tama Tonga. Double team attempt. Double power bomb on the Tama Tonga from Chaos. Will Ospreay getting caught by a reverse bulldog from Tongaroa. Power bomb by... I'm sorry. That was Tongaroa. Power bomb by Tongaroa. Yorutano cracking over. And my Windows is going crazy because I just set off the voice activation. Octopus Stretch by Will Ospreay. Toru Yano getting thrown into the cage by Tama Tonga. And a big tossing German suplex as Will Ospreay pounds away. Tama Tonga into the cage. Jumping headbutt by Tongaroa as he gets thrown into the cage by Tama Tonga. Ref in for a cover. 1, 2. Tama Tonga kicking out at 2. Samoan Driver. I'm sorry, Fire Thunder Driver by Tongaroa. Almost down for the count of 3. Toru Yano trying to pick up Tongaroa, gets backdropped. Well, Ospreay, meanwhile, trying to save his partner. Unable to do so as Tama Tonga gets in. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Gorillas of Destiny getting the win over Chaos. And that's the end of the match. And that's the end of this stream. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't done so already, feel free to follow me. The times at which I do the stream are pretty erratic currently, so if you follow me, you can get a notification whenever I'm streaming, so you can hop in and say hello. Thank you for watching. That's going to do it. Have a good day, everyone.